Hi Sagittarius, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Saggies, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two of the Oracle cards, Denise Lynn Oracle cards. Going to do a reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. Wanted to put it out there also that I do weekly or every other week on Wednesday. I do mini readings on Facebook. So I do have a community page, so I will put the link there if you are interested in a mini reading. So you can actually see my face and you can ask a question for your mini reading. So let us get started, Saggies, and see what's going on. All right, Saggies. This is for Saggies for their highest good, Spirit. This is for Saggies. Two cards, please, for their highest good. All right, so you have crossing bridges, a time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So, maybe right now you're going through a lot of changes, Saggies. You've been seeing things differently, going through a healing, really maybe trying to connect with your intuition or your higher self. I feel like you're trying to release a lot, and I feel like you're trying to change your energy. So I think it's very nice that you do that. You also discovering the truth. You stand in the light of truth. In the light of truth. I feel with this card that, you do see clearly, and that you're able to see through people, through clearly, through, whatever situation is. I feel like you always see the truth. And no matter what, even if they're lying or they're, trying to fool you, no matter what, you see the truth and you speak the truth. Very nice. Love that. All right. So, Saggies, let's do this. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Saggies. Saggies, Saggies, Saggies. One for the current for Sagittarius. One for the situation. One for the past or now. What's hidden? This is the hopes and fears. What you need to do now. Oh, what you need to work on. And the outcome. Wow, look at that. So you definitely have gone through a lot of changes just by looking at all these cards here. Oh, and you came into your own reading. Look at that. That is beautiful. So the end of the card, you do have the Temperance card. So you are trying to balance everything out, and everything out is trying to balance for you. Very divinely guided, and very, you are definitely on the right path also. I feel like you're trying to balance your emotions, and that's what they want you to do. Like really, really balance your emotions, your mind, and your heart. And don't let your emotions get in the way of making things, doing decisions and stuff like that. Feel like you need to really take care of yourself more also, because you are definitely on a new path. They're wanting you, they're telling you that there's a lot of changes going on in your life, because not only do you have that, but you have the Judgment and the Death card here in one sitting. So it's a lot here. But I feel like it's all good, because we all need to go through all these changes that are going on in our lives. All right, so let me go through the cards here. You do have the five. You start off with the Five of Cups, Sagittarius. And then they're saying that with the Five of Cups, you could be feeling like you've been let down. You're feeling like disappointed, holding on to the past, of everything that has been going wrong instead of looking at what's going better. Feel like you do have opportunities around you also. For the situation, you are going through a judgment. And the Judgment is talking about, redoing things differently. You yourself are changing a lot, and you have been through a lot of changes that are going on in your life. You have the King of Cups for the past or now. I do believe it's now. We'll see. I do feel like, you know how to handle yourself and the way you carry yourself and your emotions. I do feel like, you know how to communicate with people, remember that you also know how to keep your emotions balanced. Okay. And that's where that temperance card comes in too. Like, you know, try to keep everything balanced no matter what. I feel like you are definitely divinely guided here also. You have the Fool card here for what's hidden. Something that you're not seeing is this new path that's coming towards you, which is very nice. You know, make things simple for you. Be ready because you are definitely on this new path that's coming in. You also have the Magician card for the hopes and fears. Feel like you need to be more positive, to change your energy, to create the world that you want to live in, you know, because you definitely have all the tools to manifest what you want, to create what you want, you know, but it's up to you to change everything because you're very persistent on doing what you want to do. Excuse me. Excuse me, my goodness. But you need to, you know, think more positive in everything. You have the Three of Swords here for the what you need to do now. And I feel like you really need to go within and I feel like you're going through a healing right now. But like there, you know, with this healing and mending and connecting card, I feel like you're right now that you're trying to release all these emotions that you've been holding on to. There could also be some kind of sadness here also. So we'll see what the other cards say. You have the Death card for what you need to work on, and you need to work on all these changes that you've been going through. You are definitely not the same person at all. You know, you're going through a huge transformation. You've been through a lot. So we'll see why it's there. And then you have the Page of Pentacles for the outcome, and definitely new financial opportunities coming towards you. You know, also learning something long term. Also messages coming in. So very nice. Very, very nice, you guys. Um, so let's see what's going on in your reading. Take what take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Wow. I feel like there is definitely also a new venture coming through for you. So it's good. Very nice. All right, so Saggies, see what's going on in your reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Five of Cups. Why is Five of Cups here? My card. Wow, look at that. So, like I said, you know, you do have the Five of Cups here. When the Five of Cups shows up, you know, it's talking about, you know, doing, being in the past, like leaving, being in the past, being, staying in that, you know, disappointment. They're asking you to really move forward, okay, to think positive, that no matter what disappointment you have gone through or let down, that there's still things around you to be grateful for, to see. They're saying that, you know, you have opportunities around you if you would just like stop being in that energy. That's why they're asking you to change your energy, because you also have the Magician card here. The Magician is talking about for you to be positive, that you create the world around you, that you definitely have all the tools to manifest what you want to create. You know, like if you want to create a happy-go-lucky world, what it's up to you to change the things that you need to change, and that's definitely that Five of Cups there. Being down, always seeing what didn't go right, you know, change that, and you'll start seeing things differently. And that's another thing too, is that you need to start seeing things very different now. You also have the King of Pentacles here. The King of Pentacles is definitely talking about really having the skill to manifest what you want, to be successful, to create that stability, to establish yourself, to know that you can do what you want to do. You know how to make the decisions, you know how to make that material success, and you know how to become successful. So manifest it. You have all the tools that you need to bring it in, you know, to create that world. Stop being in this world. Stop being in this world. The letdown, the Five of Cups, where you're not seeing the good things, okay? So really do that. Wow, very nice. I like that. Definitely unlimited potential here, you know, but it's up to you to get out of that energy. You have the Judgment card here, Saggies. And why is the Judgment card here for you on the card? Wow, that's crazy. Oh my goodness. Look at this, you guys. You have in the same place, a situation, you have the Judgment card, okay? Judgment. Two cards, same place. They almost look the same. Hello. Hello. Very divinely guided. If you didn't know, you are very divinely guided. My goodness, you guys. And then you have the Eight of Wands. So this is another one too that's good. I feel like with the Judgment card here in the situation, you did get it twice. So definitely you are awake of, you need to wake up. Wake up from all this stuff that's going on in your life. I feel like you have, you know, to look at the past and leave it there. Okay. Just stop looking at your past and take action on what needs to be changed, because I feel like you need to do it. I feel like this is a second chance to do things better. And I feel like you will. But it's up to you to do it. Like I said, you know, stop looking at the negative and start looking at the positive, because things are definitely shifting for you towards better. I also feel like you're definitely moving forward. I feel like there's changing. You're changing. You're not going to be doing it. You're not going to be going through all this all the time. So really go with the changes, adapt to the changes, learn from the changes. I feel like there's changes. I feel like you're just moving forward, and I feel like there's messages coming through. So be ready, okay? Definitely moving, fast movement. A lot of growth is here. You know, no matter what, you're going to be moving forward. They're not going to let you stay there, because you don't need to stay there. You do have the the King of Cups, I'm sorry. The King of Cups is definitely talking about that you do know how to handle yourself. Definitely, you do. You are the King of Cups. You know how to handle your emotions. You know how to stay civil. You know how to express yourself. You know how to not be mean. You know that you need to not stay in your emotions. Okay, so really trust that you're doing this. Okay, really heal from everything that has been going on. Use it as a learning lesson, you guys. Use it. And I do feel like it's now. I feel like it's definitely, you're learning a lot, and you're not going to stay in the same place, which is very nice. I love that. Good for you, Saggies. You have the Fool card here. And why is the Fool card here for Sagittarius? One more card. Wow. So definitely looking at things very differently now. You're looking at a different perspective. Could also be waiting on something here with the Hangman. So, wow. I do feel like you need to have patience on everything. To have patience for everything that you're doing. Okay, don't stay in the same place, and just keep moving forward. You're seeing things very differently. You're finding your confidence and your strength. So it's good, because there's a new path here for you. Learn from the past. Use the Strength card to find your courage and your confidence, and to have patience for everything, because there's a lot of possibilities here. There's a lot of just use everything that you've been going through as a lesson. Learn from it and just keep moving forward, because there is a new path here for you. Wow, I like that a lot. Could also be waiting on something here. I feel like you could be waiting on something, but that you need to find your patience and your calmness also. Okay, have patience for everything that's going on. Wow. You have the Magician card down here in the hopes and fears for Saggies. Why is the Magician card here? Wow, look at that. Very nice. I think things are very definitely going to push you forward. You have the Magician card, and like I said, you do create the world that you do live in. Remember that you can manifest it quickly, okay? Like if you think positive, rest assured that, things are going to fall into place. Keep your faith, keep your hope, because they are. I feel like you're seeing things, you're reviewing everything, looking at everything, how everything went. I feel like you are definitely, you could also be in your feelings also, but I feel like you know how to handle them. I feel like you're just really seeing everything for the way it went. And I feel like you are changing, and I feel like you're trying to figure out your next step and what to do. Wow. And I feel like you're just trying to keep everything balanced, and you will. This person, they're sitting in there, and they know what they need to do. Even though it's been rough, it's been hard, you still continue to keep going. And I feel like you are definitely going to figure out your next step. But you're manifesting your path. You like whatever it is that you want to do, the world that you want to create it, what is it that you want to do? Is it something that you want long term to grow, Do you want it positive? Do you want it negative? You know, and that's what they're saying right now, for you to think positive, that, you know, everything will fall into place for you if that's what you want. Have patience for everything and really communicate better, okay? Try not to be harsh with anybody around you. Watch your words. Just communicate better, okay? Also, I'm getting that for somebody. You have the Three of Swords here for what you need to do now. Wow, okay. So, so yes, you know, you're in your emotions a lot. You know, you've been very emotional, been sad, been emotional, you know, but you're healing. You're going through this huge transformation. You're going through a healing also, and it's good for you. You know, we need to let go of all these emotions that we've been holding on to for so long. You know, sometimes we're afraid to cry, but you know, when you go through a healing, just let it out, because it's the healing that's coming through for you. I feel like you are definitely need to go within so you can find the answers that you're looking for. I feel like at times you could feel like you're disconnected, but I feel like you're going to be feeling more comforted now. I feel like you're moving forward. I feel like you're going to just follow your dreams and the path that you want to follow. And I feel like you already know what you need to do. That nobody needs to tell you anything, that you already know. You know, because you have the answers within you. They're asking you to go within and reflect, though, okay? Try to go within and reflect when you can. But for the answers that you're looking for and why everything went the way it went, you know, sometimes you need to stop and do that. Go within and reflect. With the Page of Cups here, I do feel like you need to follow your heart. I do feel like you need to trust what you're feeling. Also, you know, I feel like there's opportunities around you. I feel like there's messages. And I also feel like whatever it is that you want to dream of and do, to be persistent on it. Okay. Definitely moving forward. Very nice. I like that a lot. And then you have the Death card here, Saggies. And why is the Death card here for Saggies? One more card. Wow. All right. So things have changed a lot for you. This is something that you need to work on, and you know, you're no longer the same person. You know, I feel like you're seeing clearly now, even in the dark, even though it's been hard for you. You've been feeling like you've been left out in the cold. You've even been feeling like you've been left out of things, and you know, just struggling. I feel like, you know, you're definitely seeing clearly, because of all the changes that have been coming through for you. I feel like you're going to have clarity. I feel like you're trusting your intuition more. And this is something that you need to work on also, about your intuition, that you need to really trust your intuition and trust what you're doing with everything that's going on. Like, really trust yourself. Stop going back and forth, you know, second guessing yourself. You know how to do it. You know how to do things. So trust everything that you're doing. Let everything come in, you know. You know, even though you may feel like all these changes are so overwhelming, just go with it, because you already know what you need to do. It's nice. Then you have the Page of Pentacles. And why is the Page of Pentacles here? One more card. Wow. So, so you have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so you're definitely learning new things. They're asking you to learn, like, how to go within. Like, maybe you need to learn something new as far as going in to reflect. Maybe you need to do it differently, or maybe you need to take walks outside, or maybe you just need to go within and reflect, because you also have the Hermit card here. I feel like you're going to learn something long term. I feel like there's financial opportunities around you, and I feel like you're on this new path. There's also messages coming in for you. You're ready to move forward. You know, you're not staying in the same place anymore. And they're asking you that go within and reflect. Try to clear your mind and try to find that peace of mind, because you need to. Because I feel like right now you want to have this happiness. You know, you just want to be happy. And I feel like you will have it, that the answers are within you. They're around you. But you need to go within and reflect to know, because you have the keys to this happiness. But it's like they're also asking you, hey, go within and reflect and stop what you're doing right now, because you need to just take it easy and just find that peace within you. You'll know and you'll find the answers that you're looking for. Wow, to lead you to this happiness. That's nice. Love it. I love that. All right, so Saggies, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. That is so good. I'm happy for you guys, and I'll see you next time. God bless.